Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Let me situate some of this light here. It ain't gonna make me any prettier. Today's video, man, it's not my intention to scare you, but I hope it does scare you. I'm a retired law enforcement officer, 30 years of service. I'm going to give you an insight on human trafficking and why it's such a $1 million business. Let me get this light right. Very intriguing, very enlightening. Most of these individuals, victims, end up going to the Mexican drug cartel. Some of them will go to the Middle East. First of all, a black female from 16 to 20 goes for about $30,000 in Mexico, okay? The white female's about the same price, 30, 35,000. Healthy, beautiful, good looking. The children are sold off into, the men are sold off into slavery things like that go on. And what they do, they'll use you in the sex trade. They're going to make sure they get their money. I'm going to tell you how they get it, okay? Once you've lost your luster and you don't appeal to the men no more, they're going to unlife you, and they're going to take your organs out and sell your organs on the black market. Like a kidney, it goes for about $6,000 a piece. A heart is about $8,000, and then any other thing that they can sell, so they're going to recoup their money. That's why you need to be very vigilant when you're out shopping, you're out and about, because they're going to travel, these kidnappers are going to travel in groups of 3 or 4, okay? And I'll get back to that in a minute. But the men are sold into slave camps for labor. Some of the women are sold as, for the sex trade to the Middle East. Big money, we're talking about big money, $30,000 a pop. That's why you got these operatives out here. From the ones that I ran into, as far as people that are running it and committing the actual crime of kidnapping these people, appear to be the ones I've experienced were Haitian or Jamaican, all with dreadlocks, all fully armed and all of that, We started to experience these pretty white females, very pretty. And it would be somebody that don't look like they would be doing this type of stuff. But in my county, in the rural areas, we used to have a lot of four-way stops, which is changed to roundabouts now, and they still incorporate that. And that female would sit there under the stop sign with a sign, "Please help, need money," and this and that and other. Now, they wouldn't impede the traffic or nothing, or go out of their way, but people would stop and just hand them money, and go on about their business. So one of our detectives figured that he'd stop and check the girl and make sure she was all right. And as he was doing it, these Haitians guys come out of nowhere with guns drawn. And we rattled their cage, put it that way. We rattled their cage real quick like. But they were illegal immigrants, all of them from Haiti and Jamaica, running this show. And they were the ones behind kidnapping these individuals and working that network. So, but to me, before I retired and now after I'm retired, I was investigating a series. Of course, it was out of my jurisdiction of these missing truck drivers. They're all black, male and female. And I could not figure out, so why are they all, with all the truck drivers, why are they black? Why is it all the black truck drivers? You know. But yeah, and the FBI had a statistic about 450 serial killers that they know of that are operating inside the United States, or that's their opinion anyway. I mean, they don't know for a fact, but they feel like they had that many, and most of them are over-the-road truck drivers. Okay, when I was looking into it, okay, a serial killer is just going to do what he's got to do and get gone. Why do I have missing merchandise, cell phones gone, person, actual body missing, never heard of again, nobody knows, and then I'm starting to get a little bit of info about the Mexican drug cartel kidnapping these drivers, taking the merchandise and selling it on the black market. They're taking these drivers, if they're female they go to the sex thing, and if they're male they go to labor. But I don't know if it's in Mexico or if it's over in the Middle East. I have no idea, but it's very scary, because I went back to, well, why are they all black? I don't get it. So somehow or another they figured out what they were hauling, what route they were taking, who they were. You know, there's still a lot of empty space there, and I don't understand it. But it's all getting into human trafficking. It ain't just children. It's men, women, a lot of people. There's a lot of people. And so if you're out there shopping, be aware of your surroundings, man. Don't park beside a van or a big SUV that obstructs views. This is how these guys do this stuff, man. Because if you park, you got a little car and you park between a van and an SUV, man, they're going to open the back door of that SUV, they're going to grab you and throw you in there and get gone, you know. And a lot of these people have got to where they'll disguise themselves and walk the parking lot. They'll have a backpack on and have a couple of Bibles, but if you notice, they're wearing gloves. Hey, I want to hand you this Bible, man, and I want to pray for you. I tell them right quick, I don't want nothing you got, okay? I ain't touching nothing you got, because a lot of times it's laced with fentanyl or something to get you groggy, to where you start feeling groggy, and then when you get in your car, you pass out. Then they got you then. They're acting like they're helping you, but they're people. Oh, we'll carry them to the hospital. Yeah, they're throwing you in the SUV and they're getting gone. But see, this is scary stuff, and I want y'all to be aware of it. Whether you dig my channel or not, please watch this video, man, and you know, it's the children out there that we gotta watch. We gotta keep an eye on them, man. They're the first ones that these types of people are going to get anyway. Usually they like to get a mother and children in one shot. That way they got 3 people. I'm not sure what the going price is in Mexico for the child, but I do know the young ladies, that's what the going price is. So, and a lot of times when you're working as a detective, man, you run into a lot of loose ends and stuff that just don't make no sense. Because originally I thought the truck drivers were victims of the white supremacy groups and stuff like that, but I never could get anything to, but then it started fitting in with the drug cartels, okay? A lot of these drivers were carrying secret government equipment, like military surplus, stuff like that, but it's usually confidential. They haul it, but nobody knows really what they're hauling except a few people that have the intel on the inside knowing what they're hauling, you know. Could be from military installations to another government facility, or just some of them are commodities they're hauling, stuff that they can sell real quick on the black market. But it's scary out there, man, very scary. But I wanted you to be aware of it, man. Hey, it's been weighing on my mind for a long time, so let me tell my viewers, Let me give you an insight of what human trafficking is and what it entails and why it's a big billion-dollar business. And the same thing goes on in Hollywood, California, with them setting up fake auditions. You think you're taking your child to audition for a commercial or a movie spot or something, and they'll do the auditions in one room while you're in the other room. And while you're in the other room waiting, they're loading the kids up in vehicles and they're getting gone. That has happened. Okay? So you need to be aware and vigilant of everything with your kids and when you go shopping, you know. I don't know what it is that Walmart seems to be the first place that they go. But I mean, they're at malls and then they're at high-end retail places too. But seems like Walmart's a magnet for every loose nut. I mean, you know, I stay armed. I got my knife. I got my pepper spray. I got all that stuff, you know. But that somebody might get up on me. I don't claim to be no Superman, you know. But yeah, get them before they get you is what I'm trying to say. But it's not easy. You have to practice your stuff every day. Practice taking your weapon out. Get used to where you have your weapon on your body. You know what I mean? So, hey man, watch the video, man. Just take it in. I'll come back at a later time with some more videos, giving you some more details as I get. You know, so I'm always busy with music, and I got a guitar channel, Blazing Brian Guitar, where I teach guitar on that channel. So I'm all the time busy with things, but I wanted to take time and at least do this video so you'll be aware. Y'all have a good one.